What's going on, guys? My name is ginj-tcg or Chris, and today I am back with another rogue single prize deck list. This one revolves around Heatran, the single prizer, not the VMAX I played a couple videos ago. With the incandescent body ability, if this Zamazenta. If this Pokemon is attacked by damage from an attack, it actually burns the opponent's Pokemon, which fixes up a lot of math for Heatran. The Steel Burst attack is absolutely amazing and similar to Chien-Pao, where you discard all the energy, but it has to be attached to this Pokemon, whereas like Chien-Pao could be anywhere. But it's like the same concept. Put a whole lot of energy on this Heatran and swing for a whole lot of damage because you'll do 50 damage per energy attached. So why I said it fixes good math with the burn, if you discard 6 energy, you'll do 300 damage, plus 20 more can KO things like Gardevoir EX and Dragapult, and an extra energy on top of that can one-shot Charizard EX, which is a lot of energy, I know, to one-shot 1 or 2, which is why we're playing 21, whoa, I mean, clicking it doesn't help, but 21 metal energy in the deck right there that you guys can see. We're also playing, which I guess I showed a little sneak peek of before, the Zamazenta single prizer, because it's a really good 220 damage attacker for just 3 energy, which is a little better of an output than Heatran. So maybe a one of Zamazenta in the mid game could help out a lot on fixing the prize trade, or more importantly, actually I don't think it would fix the prize trade yet because it's all single prizes. More importantly, what it'll do is you can just save your energy a little bit better. We're also playing 2 Basculegion and 2 Basculin in the deck. Basculin is amazing because you can set up a big board with Gather the Crew on your first turn, because this deck, honestly, it likes to go second if you can. I mean, I don't think it matters too much if you go first or second, but if you go first, you really need a good hand to get a lot of basic Pokemon down on your first turn. For the most part, I think you'll find more consistent starts if you go second because of Gather the Crew. And also Basculegion in the late game can shuffle a lot of energy back into your deck. Let's say you get rid of, like, I don't know, 15 energy because you are just popping off with Heatran. You can use Upstream Spirits and do 20 damage per energy. So if you had 15 in discard, we'll actually swing for 300 damage, and you'll put all of those energy back into your deck, which means your Metangs, which is our energy accelerator, are going to hit like crazy at that point. With Metang and Radiant Greninja, it's a solid enough engine that you could kind of cook from there. Also, playing the Hyper Aroma A-Spec ensures that we'll get Metangs and Basculins out when we really need, or not Basculins, Basculegions out. Because we could just search for 3 Stage 1 Pokemon. So usually that could be like a Basculegion, 2 Metangs, maybe even 3 Metangs, depending on the setup. Past that, I mean, the list is pretty solid. We're not playing an insane count of many supporters, but we are playing 2 Gear, 2 Adaman, kind of just ensure. I mean, we're going to have a bunch of metal energy in our hand. We are playing 21 of them. So if we play 2 Adaman, we could discard 2 metal energy and just kind of take like Buddy-Buddy Poffin, Hyper Aroma, or any 2 cards to help us get our entire board state going. Because once we get a bunch of Metangs and a couple Heatrans in play, it's not super hard to just rock with our board states and try to find energy. So I'm not playing an insane amount of supporters for that reason. We're also playing 2 Irida just because getting Greninja and Basculegion in play is critical for this deck functioning at the highest level it can. Arezu, also just there for extra Pokemon search, boss, stereotypical Gus stuff. Past that, nothing crazy is going nothing crazy is going on in the list. It's pretty standard stuff. We're not packing too much in here. We're just keeping it really straightforward. Going for some big OKHOs with Metang, Zamazenta Basculegion to help fix up some odder numbers or help us conserve or replenish our energy. And I mean, this list is great. I totally recommend it, bringing it to any sort of locals or even a bigger tournament. This deck could cook in a cup if you are drawing well, or League Challenge if you want to bring it to something like that. I just think it's an awesome list. I definitely wanted to show off. It's been mentioned, I think, once or twice in my comments, so I really wanted to give it a shout and give it its own video to show off how good this Heatran single prizer can be with the Metang engine. That being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and before we get into these 3 matches and go hunting for another positive record, I got my Twitter down below, I got a Discord down below, and I would love to kind of connect with you guys a bit more. If you guys have any decks you want me to play, please leave them in the comments at any of those places. I would love to have more people just be a part of this community. It has been a ton of fun for me to get going, and the support on my past videos has been through the roof, and I am absolutely loving it. So thank you guys so much. Let's get into today's video and see if we can go for a positive record. Welcome to match number 1, where we're up against Gardevoir and going second. Our hand isn't great. I mean, you know, we don't really have anything to get going after this turn, but we do have a Beldum. We can get 2 Heatran down. Honestly, I think I'm really considering taking Radiant Greninja off an Ultra Ball now and just trying to dig a little bit deeper in the deck. It's really not likely we're going to be going for a Gather the Crew here, which is a little rough. And maybe in hindsight, I could have led Beldum. Oh my gosh, they whiff. Well, that's good for us. I am not complaining at all. We get Artazon too. That's actually really nice. Because I could get 2 Beldum in play now. And we're going to miss out on Basculin. Yeah, we got Greninja. Okay, that's fine though. That is totally fine. I also think we're going to Ultra Ball 2 energy away. I mean, that doesn't really help us too much, actually. But you know what? They don't have much of a setup at all. So I'm just going to go for this right here. And pass the turn over to our opponent. See how they can respond. I guess that was a bit of a rougher turn. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Ultra Ball in case they play Iono or something. Because they know I have a Metang in hand. Actually, I have 2 Metangs in hand. So an Iono would really hurt us. But our opponent only has 1 Pokemon in play. And they're going for a straight Gardevoir EX. Oh my gosh. I mean, maybe they're just going to try to live a turn. And we could see the full, like, you know, KO, insta-KO potential that Heatran needs. And we need to get how many energy to OKO this? We would need 6 times 5 is 300. Alright, so we need 7. Oh my gosh, 7's a lot. That's a lot of cards, knowing we're going to see 8 with 2 Metangs. So I don't know how likely it is we'll get that far, but that's cool. I mean, you know, I don't know if they'd want to play an Iono. They'd be giving us a much bigger hand if they even had that type of supporter to play right now. I think it would definitely be better for them to go into Arven, or, you know what, if they swing out Miracle Force, they'll burn themselves, and that actually will help us a lot. We'll need a lot less energy. We'll need 1 less energy to KO it, but that's big. That's big. There's a big difference between 6 and 7, so I'm not complaining. And our opponent has a super tiny hand as well. And there's the Iono. So I am going to regret playing that Ultra Ball early. Definitely a misplay on my end, but I will see if I regret it somehow going forward. This hand, actually, you know what? This hand isn't bad. I'm going to hold on to the Nest Balls just in case I need them later, getting more Heatrans back. And I think what I will do is, you know what? I'm between Artazon and Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I really want to get a Basculin in play, because that's going to be a really big attacker for us going forward. However, I think we'll play the Buddy-Buddy Poffin, just then another card out of our deck, because Guardy can Iono spam, and the more energy I have in the deck, the better. So the more non-energy I can take out now, the better I'll feel. And it seems they're just going to go with Drifloon, which is great. I mean, I don't think they can... Yeah, I don't think it'll be really possible for our opponents to take a big KO this turn. Oh, will it? They'll have 2... I don't know. The Drifloon math always messes me up. It's just because they do 2 damage counters per energy, but then it's 30 damage per damage counter, so they'll have 40 damage. Yeah, I think they'll just be short, but again, my math on Drifloon is a match. It's too much counting for me, and I can't be bothered. This game will do it for me. My Heatran will either be knocked out or it won't, and it's not by 20 damage, so that's awesome. We just need 3 energy to attack, actually, and we'll be KOing Drifloon, which is great for us. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess it is a waste of a couple energy, but that's cool. That's honestly okay. I definitely want Greninja down. We really need a draw engine established, and I will take a Basculin as well. So maybe I could set up a Upstream Spirits play in a bit. And I'm gonna Greninja first and try to just see if I can get anything to thin my deck a little bit more. That's phenomenal, actually. Those are 2 really good supporters to get right now. You know what? We can... I don't want to play Arezu first, because if I could boss KO this Guardian now, that would be crazy. So I'm actually just going to rip Metal Maker, see how many energy we hit, and if it's possible. It's just the 1. So boss isn't going to be as good a play. If I hit like 3 or 4 energy, honestly... we could have been in business to do some serious damage on the guard. Oh, actually, no, we still would have whiffed the attack. Thank gosh I didn't do that. We're going to Arezu now. We need another Metang, and I could take 2 Metangs. I might as well just thin them out of the deck. That's always better in a deck like this. And we just need this Metang to hit 1 energy here, and we'll be in business. So, let's see. We whiff it! Oh, gosh. Oh, that's bad. It's so bad for us. All right, we'll pass. That hurt. That hurt really, really bad. And they're going to heal from the burn, of course. If they didn't heal from the burn, they're... Oh, actually, no, they wouldn't have KO'd themselves anyways. All right, yeah, that whiff is absolutely brutal. But, I mean, it's... Metang has a very similar vibe to Electric Generator. Sometimes you hit all the energy, sometimes you hit none of the energy. However, we are playing a single prize deck, and our opponent is using mostly single prize attackers, but we can always take a big boss on Gardevoir EX and try to squeeze out 2 prize cards from that. So, you know, I'm not super upset about whiffing an attack there. Of course it hurts, but it's cool. I mean, we'll live. We'll be aight. We got another Heatran for next turn. They're going to boss and probably take a Metang here, which will be a bit unsetting, but our Heatran will still have energy attached, and I can always evolve more Metangs, so that's alright. You know, I'll rock with it. If they're not KOing my Heatran with energy, that's just pretty much a guaranteed attack next turn on the Drifbloom, as long as this Metang hits 1 energy, that is. And we have Artazon in play as well, so we can just use Artazon and then take another Beldum that way, and also thin a non-energy out of the deck again, so that works out. Not ideal. I mean, obviously we want to keep our Metangs, but, you know, that's fine. We'll rock with it. So we'll promote this guy back up. You know, actually, it's going to be super easy for this Monkey Dory to return KO in the Heatran. But, you know, we'll see if our opponents got a Dark Energy like that. They don't have much in terms of draw power at all. So, that is something that could help us out a little bit. Let's evolve here. Play the Metang. Just give me 1 energy, please. Please, 1. Alright, 2 is awesome. That is great. Because I can attach the 1 here and then start setting up this guy on the bench for next turn, and maybe next turn we could get a bigger boss play. And you know what? I am really... Oh, they have 2 Monkey Dory down. I could boss up Kirlia and hurt their draw engine more. You know what? Actually, I think... The more I think about that, the more I really like that play. That's weak to steel. That's good to know, too. I am going to do that. Because they're at 3 cards, so if I could limit their draw engine here, I think that'll work out better for us. And Curly is weak to steel, but Gardevoir is weak to dark. That I thought that was the case. That's why I kind of clicked on those. That always kind of blows my mind a little. It's kind of cool. We'll take our prize card, see what we get. Lana's Aid is pretty solid, actually. That could get back our whole Metang line, which could be really sweet. And something, actually, I think I forgot to say about Basculegion and Basculin is Upstream Spirits and Gather the Crew are free attacks. So you can use Upstream Spirits after getting rid of literally every single energy in your deck. And, you know, kind of just KO anything you dream of. You know, if you got enough energy there, and it's for free. So it's an awesome combo with something like Heatran, where you're just discarding as many energy as you can by getting them into play and taking massive KOs. So they're going to boss up our Metang again. Oh my gosh, that is so annoying. Yo, stop it, dude. Like, give it a rest. That's not what I want at all. Oh gosh. Not ideal, but again, we can Artazon again just 1 more time. And maybe we play Lana's Aid this turn. I'm not totally sure what our route should be. I could Lana's Aid and take back... I don't know. Let me Artazon first. Let me see how many Beldums I got left in the deck. I think I might have to take just a whole Metang line and 1 energy and hope this Metang hit, or yeah, hope the Metang hits 2. Maybe I'll do that first. I don't know. We're definitely in a little bit of a tricky spot. Boss is most likely not going to be the play. It's just a matter of what am I Lana's aiding for. I could have Rod, just put 3 energy back actually. I don't see the harm in doing that at all. So let me do that. Let me Artazon. Make sure I get a Beldum. Cool. And we do have another Metang in the deck actually. So, you know, there is a good chance I could hold Lana's Aid for next turn. Maybe I'm not totally sure. Let me Super Rod now. Let me try to put 3 energy back in the deck and up our odds of this Metang hitting 2. We really do need 2 here. That way we can guarantee an attack with Heatran, and we get the 2, so that's perfect for us. We could get rid of a Beldum nice and easy right now. I could have went Basculegion there, I know, but like, it's fine. And honestly, I think I just hold the hand here. I think I'm totally cool with killing their Drifbloom right now, and next turn I could go Heatran or Basculegion, which I think are great outs for us. And I could also Lana's Aid and get back another Metang. So I like where we're sitting a lot right now. And another energy. Alright, cool. There's a good manual attachment, so that's awesome. And when I Lana's Aid, I'm still probably going to take back just a whole Metang line. In case they go for another Boss KO or Screamtails KO on a Metang, I'd love to have a backup in the deck as well to try to hunt out. So I think that's going to be my general plan with it. And if they go for a Flutter Mane attack, that's fine. I mean, they're weak to Metal. How many energy would we have? Do we have 6 energy in discard? We're actually doing 120 damage, so they're going to put enough damage counters on their Flutter Mane where we could take a big Basculegion KO this turn. And I think that might actually be the route, depending on if they get a Kirlia in play or not. If they get a Kirlia in play, I might boss that up and not Flutter Mane. But let's see what our opponent's got here. It's got to be just a Hex Hurl. They swing for KO, and they can put 2 damage counters somewhere. I don't know if those 2 damage counters are going to help a whole lot, just because we are a rather low HP single prize deck. So, you know, we'll see where we put them. I don't think, yeah, the Beldum makes sense, but I'm going to try to evolve Metang this turn. I don't think I'm going to play boss. I think I'd rather just Lana's Aid to guarantee 2 Metangs. I think that's going to be much more important for us. And, you know, I like promoting Basculegion here, like, a whole lot. I think that could be awesome for us. Because we guarantee the KO. We've got 6 energy in discard, so we're swinging for 120 damage, and they've got 100 health, so I could use Artazon and put another Basculin in play. I'm like 90% certain we got one in the deck. And yeah, because what are the chances we get Guardy down this turn? I don't know if they're super high. How much health does it have? Also, yo, take your prize cards, dog. No reason to sit here like that. They got 270 health, so we need a full 6 energy. Actually, you know what? Oh, no, we don't have Boss and Lana's Aid right now. Okay, yeah, next turn, I think I'm going to go for the Boss KO and Guardy. I think for now, we are just going to swing with Basculin, and I'm going to Nest Ball for Heatran this turn. I think that would work out overall just a bit better for us, and just get another one of these guys into play. And next turn, I could set up a Basculin if they KO our active here. So, we're going to Lana's Aid. I'm going to take back... I could take back another Heatran. I could take back, like, all these guys. Or an energy. Draw some more cards. We still do have a Rod. We got a couple Rods left, so I guess if I need Heatrans later, we'll be alright. And I have so many Basculegion. I've got Zamazenta on the prize cards. Yeah, actually, you know what? I like this. I'm scared of them using Screamtails and just kind of abusing our Metangs a little bit more. So I'd rather keep the guy here. And we're definitely going to concealed cards. Everything's going back in the deck with them. Upstream Spirits, which is really good for us. And I'm just going to start ripping Metal Makers here. And 2 energy solid. That is 1 Heatran that's fully set up. And I'm going to try to set up this other Heatran so there's not an ideal Pokemon to gust up and KO. So, 2 energy. Actually, that's amazing. Oh, man. So, we got 2 Heatran that are ready to rumble. I think both of them... Yeah, let's put 3 energy on both of them, actually. I'm super cool with that. And let's swing for 120, go even on prize cards with our opponent. And I think now we're in a phenomenal position to go for a massive boss KO on their Gardevoir EX. So, I definitely like where we're sitting right now, for sure. Our opponent could 100% respond with a Drifloom KO. That's okay. I'm just going to use Artazon, take another Basculin out of the deck, and I'm liking where we're feeling. We're doing all right into Guardy. You know, again, we did whiff that first turn. That would have been massive because we would have been 1 prize ahead. Right now, we're trailing a little bit, but I think because they're the one with 2 prize liabilities on the boards that we can make a solid comeback. We've also done a pretty good job with making sure our opponent hasn't gotten much Kirlias in play, because we bossed their only 1, and once you limit Gardevoir's draw engine, yeah, it kind of hurts, and they fall apart a little bit without it. So, I mean, like most decks, take out most decks' draw engine, and they're kind of cooked. So, you know, not a bad spot for us or our opponent at all. I mean, this game is legitimately super close, and I'm excited to see what direction it takes. And they're going to retreat here. Oh, probably to get more energy in discard, right? Yeah, they got 4 energy in discard. Do they have boss? How many have they played? They've played 1 or 2. 2 boss. They might not have any more boss left. Then Countercatcher. is definitely something that's most likely in a Gardevoir deck, but not something they could use right now because they're actually the one. Like, we're trailing them this match. So, our opponent is going to definitely take a KO on Basculegion. That's okay. I'm going to use Artazon, take Basculin out of our deck again. And we should be ripping really well off Metal Makers this turn because we've shuffled all of our energy back into our deck, like, really easily. That's what I mean. You know, Basculegion's a fine middle game attacker, a late game attacker. It's just kind of whatever pivot card you need it to. It's the perfect partner for Heatran. So they're going to drop down to 2 prize cards. I'm going to try to go to 1 and take a massive KO on Gardevoir EX here. So let's promote a Heatran. And yeah, we don't need much to hit here. So we definitely want to thin a little bit. We want to take Basculin out. For sure is Basculegion. It's not in the deck. Okay, so we might want to Rod Basculegion back later. For now, I'm just going to conceal cards because we can only manual attach 1 energy. And I just want to draw some non-energy out of the deck. Irida's pretty solid. Irida is pretty solid. I don't know what I could search for, though. I can search for an item card, which I guess thins 1 out. No, but I need a save for boss, actually. So that's... Don't want to do that. We just want to Metal Maker, get 2 energy. I believe both of those got to go to the active. Guarantees the KO on Guardy since we have an energy in hand. Let me double check. Yep, we already got 250. This is 300. So Gardevoir EX will fall this turn. And right now, I'm just going to try to load up another Heatran, as well as play Rod to get Basculegion back. Because then I got Irida next turn, which should be pretty much all we need. So I'm going to take back... We'll take back another Heatran too, just in case. I want to make sure we got attackers in the deck that are ready to rumble at all moments. Let's boss up Gardevoir EX and swing for KO, dropping us down to 1 prize card. So now I think we are in the best spot imaginable. We have a Heatran in play with 5 energy. We have the 6th in hand, so we could swing for 300 damage again without any Metal Makers. Assuming they KO this Heatran, that is. And then we also have Irida, and we know Basculegion's in the deck because we just rotted it back. So we also are swinging for a lot of damage with Basculegion because we've now put a bunch of energy in the discard pile. So, again, I love where we're sitting right now. And Iono kind of hurts a little bit, but at the same time, not really. We don't want to shuffle the deck too much because our hand is mostly non-energy, which means we'll only be drawing 1 card, and a lot of our next cards should have been energy for Heatran. So we're going to walk away with that one against Gardevoir for a massive match number 1 with Heatran, Basculegion, and Metang. So that was an epic game number 1. I can't wait to get going to match number 2 and see if we could guarantee a positive record. Alright, we open up match number 2 with one of the worst hands I've ever seen, and I swear, I feel like that the TCG Live just client is purposely like just not shuffling my deck because I've been drawing so many hands like that lately. It's actually insane where I just have like 50 of literally 1 card. And I know I had 4 energy and I played 21, so like, alright, cool. But 2 Rod, I mean, like, dude, at least give me like a couple different cards if I'm going to be taking these random mulligans. And we're going up against Guardy EX again, possibly. And Fluttermane is not. Oh my god, it's Ancient Box. That might be a bit of a harder matchup. It's rough because we can't use concealed cards this turn. So that's really not good for us. But we do have Adamant. So we can get rid of 2 energy and take... Honestly, I could just go 2 Buddy-Buddy Poffin or Buddy-Buddy Poffin Nest Ball, maybe. I don't mind that at all because I think I want to get 2 Beldums down and a Heatran, I think, could be solid. Zamazenta could be pretty good this matchup. I don't know. It's really just going to be who attacks first and who's more consistently attacking. And both decks, I feel like, have a very respectable amount of consistency. However, we have to rely on evolutions, which is something Ancient Box doesn't. Neither of us are probably playing Hand Disruption either, so that's not something I'm too worried about. And we'll pass from here. I think we just kind of have to hope that they... I don't know. Yeah, you know, I don't really know what we're hoping for. Ancient Box is really good at just getting energy into play quick, discarding 800% of their deck as fast as possible, and swinging hard with Roaring Moons. And they don't even have to swing that hard because we've got 140 HP at our tankiest, which is nothing for that single prize Roaring Moon to deal with. So I am curious though if this is like the build I made a video on with Secret Box. I think that is just a super fun way to play Ancient Box right now, and if you haven't, you should give it a shout. That's interesting. They're gonna swing with Hex Hurl? Wait a second, that's not what I thought would happen. Alright, I thought for sure they would have retreated and used Sada to put 2 energy on these guys and then attack with Roaring Moon this turn, but it doesn't seem they're going to, which is fine if I could draw into enough energy to attack and retreat. And I'll be getting 2 Metangs in play this turn, so that's fine. And actually, you know what? That's pretty good. I'm actually like super cool with top decking and energy there. That could be really big for us. And I'm going to take a Basculegion as well. Just, you know, get it in the hand at this point. I feel like it can't hurt. And I'm hoping I can save this energy for concealed cards. But I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to. I just want to try to draw a little bit. 1 energy is really not what I wanted to see. Let's put this on Heatran just because I want to see what this Beldum or Metang does first. I really need 2 energy here, like really bad. And we get 3. Oh, that is even better than 2. So let's put a couple energy on this guy. Fluttermane has 150 health on the dot, and we're swinging for 150. So let's put this on the active to retreat. This is kind of what I was hoping for, was this setup right here, because now I can use concealed cards, discard an energy, and draw 2 more, because our hand is looking a little rough. We get an Ultra Ball. So that kind of hurts, because I might have to get rid of a... Oh, we got 4 energy in the deck as well. Oh my gosh. You know what? I might have to get rid of a boss here, and we're just going to have to hope we could trade super well. And we do play 3 Rod. If I get Basculin in play, be alright. I don't think I'm going to need 3 Metangs, though. I think we're just going to rock with 2. We don't need to swing hard at any point. We just need to be consistent, and 2 Metangs can totally get us there. However, I really want to get another Heatran now. I'm between Heatran and Basculin. I think I'm going to take Heatran because I can always draw into like a Buddy-Buddy Poffin or something and get that Basculin in play. So I'm just going to take another Heatran for next turn, assuming our opponent actually gets a KO. And I'm also going to Rod back 3 energy for next turn. And just boost the chances of our Metangs hitting pretty well. And then I'm going to swing. Oh, right. They're weak to steel. So we do an insane amount of damage on that Fluttermane, absolutely guaranteeing the KO, which is pretty epic. So, yeah, you know, we're in a decent spot. We got Gear. Actually, Gear's a really big card to draw into here. We could use a nice supporter, help, you know, as a little pick-me-up. But, I mean, you know, while our opponent is taking our turn here, I just want to take a second and say thank you so much for the support. I think the channel has, this will be the, I think 1 month mark of the channel will be this video. If not, it's like it's either the day before this video came out or it's the day after this video will come out. Is just about the 1 month mark. And when I say like this is not where I expected to be in a month, I seriously mean it. I mean, it was only a month ago, but my first video, I was stoked to get like 25 views within the first like 2 days or something like that. And now I'm sitting here and I just hit the 200 subscriber mark, and that blew my mind that it's happened this quick. So, oh, Countercatcher's annoying, dog. Come on. And I got rid of that other Metang. That hurts. Anyways, you know, to be here after just a month, seriously, I legitimately could not have done it without, you know, your guys' support. So thank you so much. For real, I appreciate it. And I've got a lot of things cooking soon in terms of getting more types of videos on the channel with some friends. I got a podcast that I'll be cooking up with a few of my boys, and hopefully that'll be a lot of fun to watch. And there's Secret Box. Love the ace spec in this deck. So I hope you guys are able to tune in for that. We are just kind of finalizing, you know, not a schedule, but like a routine of how we want to organize our podcast. What else am I cooking up? I have a really fun idea for videos I'm going to start doing once a week. And I'm gonna keep that one a bit more of a secret until I post the first video, but it should be coming also early time next week. And this coming Monday as well, I don't have anything on my calendar there, so I do plan on doing a little early Baltimore prep stream where I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to play. Still a little unsure of what archetype I want to run, so I figured I'll give it a go on stream. So, I've got a lot of different things coming, and I hope you guys can join me for all of them. That being said, let's jump into our turn here. Let's rip the Pokégear first. We get Lana's Aid. That is like the perfect supporter to get right now, because I need these Pokemon out of discard, and I'm going to take an energy as well. So now I can concealed cards, and I still have a manual attachment. And I probably will rod this turn as well. First, I want to concealed cards and draw into something. Nothing crazy there. I was hoping I could get some way to get a Basculin for this guy, but it seems I wasn't so lucky. I need 2 energy off. Actually, I need 3 energy off this. That's scary. Oh, I should have rotted first. Oh, I'm a bum. That hurts. That really hurts. I was supposed to rod first there. That way I got 3 more energy in the deck, and I totally forgot to do that. So we're going to whiff a KO here. Definitely better for our opponent that we did. Now that we have not taken a prize card on a turn, this game has now swung in our opponent's favor. So, and I feel like once they take a prize card, they are good on Heatran, because they'll always do enough damage. What I think the only way that something good can happen at this point is if they run out of like set up attackers in the moment, which I guess is possible. They've only got 1 set up Roaring Moon here. Oh, there's superior energy retrieval, so they'll get a bunch of energy down. Actually, you know what's a legitimate possibility with Ancient Box is they mill themselves. They're at 18 cards, and they've got 5 more prize cards to take, so they really could mill themselves, and they might not play. Like, I don't think I played any Iono in my Ancient Box list or anything like that. So they might have to be really careful on how many big supporters they're using. Yo, stop it, dog. Give me a break. Oh my gosh. Yo, our Metangs can't hang these games. I feel like it's just Boss Metang, Boss Metang, Boss Metang. 2 matches in a row, and I'm sick of it, dude. I just want to hang. I just want to use this ability and get some cool energy into play, but nope. I am not going to get that lucky. So let's see what we can do here. We definitely need to evolve the 1. I'm going to Metang first, and I guess hope I hit 2. Maybe I should have ultra rodded, super rodded first. Luckily I didn't, because I didn't know what I'd want to do going from here. I think I want to rod back Pokemon now that we've lost just a whole bunch of Beldums. You know what? Honestly, I could Pokestop, because we kind of do need a board established a little bit more, and we have like 3 more Buddy Poffins in the deck and gears and stuff, so I'm gonna Pokestop. If I get rid of energy, I get rid of energy. That's fine. Irida hurts, actually. Getting rid of Irida is a little unfortunate, but that's cool. I'm not upset at all with getting rid of energy. I think we're down 9. I could rod here. Could take back a whole bunch of energy and a Metang. We should have way more Beldums in the deck. So let me just take back a Metang and a couple energy. And we'll keep some energy in the deck again. Basculegion, clutch attacker. So I'm definitely not going to be afraid to use that this matchup at all. We'll see if they have another boss in hand. Honestly, I think they took back a boss with Pal Pad. I'm going to double check right after I take this prize card and also see how many are in their discard pile. And I know they got the energy in hand. So it's just 1 boss. Yeah, they definitely took back a boss with Pal Pad last turn. Let me just double check. Yeah, boss and Sada. Okay. So either they Pal Padded the boss and then found the boss, or they Pal Padded the boss and they still have one. So we definitely want to get another Beldum out to be as safe as possible, which means I might need to Pokestop 1 more time. I'm just terrified because I really need to get more more Pokemon in play, because I don't have enough to cut it at all. And I know it's like you never want to play Pokestop because your deck is not built for Pokestop unless you put it in the deck. But like, this is one of those scenarios where if we don't get another Beldum or Basculin out soon, we are cooked and we have nothing for a hand. I don't even really want to concealed cards because we've only got 1 Metal Maker. It's not likely we're going to keep drawing into 2 or 3 energy every single time. So, our opponent does have 12 cards in the deck though, and they got 4 prizes. So there's a good chance they can deck out. How many rods have they played? They've played 2 rods. So yeah, you know what? I mean, there's a chance that they deck out. It's not likely, and it's not something I want to bank on. I'd much rather just take my KOs, watch them whiff and attack somehow. I don't even know how it's possible at that point, but whatever. And they're going to stay burned, so we really only need to do 100 damage, but to use the attack, we need 3 in play. And again, I don't want to concealed cards, because I really just want to Metal Maker and see if we need this energy to guarantee the attack. And oh my gosh. How many energy are in discard pile? They've got so many energy left. Oh, this isn't good. Well, I'll concealed cards now. Yep, our opponent is cooking us. He's hitting me with the smiley face that is hidden behind my camera. We concealed cards into absolutely nothing. I'm gonna boss his orders Greninja, and I think this game might just be kind of chalked. Doesn't seem like we're gonna draw into too much. I will Pokestop and get rid of my Basculin. So it seems like it's gonna be one of those games. I'm gonna hope that somehow they don't have enough energy left to retreat this Greninja, and that seems to be our only saving grace at the moment. Explorer's Guidance. That's a lot of cards in the discard pile. They've only got 5 left. However, they'd only need to take 2 prize cards, so yeah, it's not looking good. And they get rid of a whole bunch of supporters, bunch of ancient Pokemon. There's the energy to retreat. Yeah, I don't know if I'm liking this one too much. I think this one might, you know, we had a decent start. We just kind of fell apart with some Metang whips. We got no bosses left, so they're going to be swinging into me and swinging into me hard going forward. So that's a big KO for our opponent. Now we're down 2 prize cards. That's not good. That is not good at all. Let's see. Let's see if we can dig ourselves out. There's a chance. We should have another Rod to get back Pokemon. Beldum doesn't help us too much. Oh my god, we're down 13 energy. We definitely got a Rod. We're also down on his aid. Alright. Okay. I think I need to concealed cards here. Right? I need like a Nest Ball or something. I need another Pokemon. And you know what? Let me Pokestop first, because I also kind of just need the energy if I somehow do get a Heatran, and I feel like I'm cooked here. We whiffed that too? Oh nah, dude. Come on. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. I don't know if there's gonna be much we could do. I guess I could concealed cards. What are the chances I hit 4 off a Metal Maker? Or 2. I need 3, actually. I need 3 to get an attack this turn. And we got 12 cards left in the deck. Not many energy. We get 2. We're so close. We're literally so close. But we whiff. Oh, actually, no, we don't, because I got a switch in hand. No, we could take an attack here. Alright. Alright, we're back in this. We are back. And we need this next prize card to be Basculin really bad. Oh my gosh, we whiffed the KO because they just have... Oh, yeah, no, we're cooked. We're never mind. I forgot we needed a whole bunch of energy that we did not have. And unless our opponent plays Sada this turn, it's game over for us. Yeah. We needed our opponent to somehow play Guidance that turn and just mill themselves to have a shot. Our opponent has hit us with a few of the thumbs up emoji now, so I mean, word, I guess. Happy our opponent's feeling good. And we're going to probably swing with the Metang and just keep fighting the best we can here. Now we get a Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Oh, thanks. So happy you were hitting literally the whole game. Great. Just great. Do I even have... I'll see the rest of my deck with Metang, so I'll know if I got any energy left in the deck. For sure. I'm going to throw these guys here. Who knows? Maybe I don't have any dark energy to attack. It's not likely, but it's possible. Do we even have 1 energy left to attack? Let's see. We don't. Oh, that's not good. Our opponent is now spamming us with emojis, which I don't think... They hit us with a couple of them. Yeah, I don't think they're visible behind the camera. Oh, no. Oh, my Metang is stuck. Alright, well, that's a bit rough. I mean, oh, no, we're good. Alright, yeah, I can pass. Give him the chip like that. So that's going to be an unfortunate game number 2. Our homeboy is still spamming emojis. He is letting them rip. And... Gonna take the KO, gonna draw out of their entire deck. We legitimately could have won by deck out this turn if we hung a little bit closer, and they're just going for the BM. That's kind of rude with all these emoji spammings as well, so I'm just gonna concede. I don't feel like giving it to him. The homie just really didn't deserve it. That wasn't too cool. And unfortunate game number 2 is alright, though. We gonna keep a positive mindset. We're gonna jump into match number 3 and see if we could get Heatran a positive record for the day. To match number 3, where my opponent and I took a mulligan each and had a hand that screamed Lugia, and it seems like, looking at Minccino and Blood Moon Ursaluna, that it probably will be Lugia. So that's cool for us. We're also going second with a bombshell of a hand for our first turn, because we can get a big Gather the Crew play off and actually save a Nest Ball as well. So yeah, no. I am in love with their hand. Or do I want Greninja in play? I do want to draw a little bit more. I do like the idea of getting a draw engine down. So let's Nest Ball. Let's get Greninja out here. Maybe we could use Zamazenta this matchup too. It actually 220 damage is nice on some of the V Pokemon, Seen and Minccino, and they also whiffed Lugia. So there's a chance. Archeops might be out of play for a little bit more, which is good. Oh my gosh, 2 Beldums are prized. Yeah, that ain't good. that's bad news bears. We got some Metangs. Yeah, alright, that's cool. Let's concealed cards. I like the idea of drawing into just a little bit more to get going next turn. Another Basculin isn't bad. I don't think I really want to play that. I think I'm just going to gather the crew here for whom? I don't mind Zamazenta. I like another Heatran. I could Ultra Ball away this Heatran. I'm not sure. We can't take Metang if I wanted to. I think we're just going to go Heatran. So we've got all the Heatran in our deck we're staring at right now. And we're definitely going to have to go for a massive Metang next turn. We need an insane hit with Metang. Unless we get a good top deck. I mean, this would be like the world's most perfect time for Hyper Aroma to enter our hands, which I actually haven't used in either game. I just realized. Well, it's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Oh boy. And they're going to go to 1 card in their hand. So we're having a rough time. Our opponent's having a rough time. Boss and Lugia hit the discard pile, which is pretty big for us. That's not Archeops. And they're going to take Luminion. I'm praying it's for an Iono. I know it's going to be for research. But a guy can dream, can he? So, they're going to play Luminion. That's an easy prize liability if we can get a good boss out this turn, too. And they take a research. Makes sense. So, they can definitely kill our Basculin here, which I would actually prefer, because I kind of need Heatran in the active, and that means less energy. I need to retreat it. So, I really don't mind them taking a KO on Basculin. I'll just throw the one I'm holding in my hand onto the bench again. Great Ball. They still whiff Lugia V. Oh, that's bad. That's bad news bears for our opponent. But that's how it goes sometimes with Lugia. Lugia's legitimate biggest weakness is actually itself. I mean, I feel like so many times they're just like trying to figure out how to get all their Pokemon in play, and they play an insane amount of Pokemon in search, and they swing for 50 for the KO. That's wild. They didn't even play another energy. But, that's Lugia doing Lugia things. Playing without Lugia or Archeops, you love to see it. So we'll promote our Heatran. We'll get another Basculin down on the bench, just because it's pretty good to have. Another energy, I'm still going to... Nope, I'm going to Ultra Ball first. I'm going to get rid of... Actually, who do I get rid of? Probably Basculin and Pal Pad here. It hurts, but they gotta go. I need to get going as much as possible. Oh no, but that's my other Basculin. Man. All right, we'll get rid of Heatran here. I got Rod. I could take more back, because I need a Basculin and I also need Metang. Because Basculin's gonna be a critical part of our setup this game. So let's concealed cards now. See if I could draw into anything a bit more useful. That's huge. That couldn't have gone better for us, actually. So we're going to Arezu, take another Metang, both Basculegions. I'm really tempted to put Basculin down, and you know what? I think I'm going to now. I can always Rod stuff back if I need to later. And I have Lana's 8, actually, so I could take stuff back next turn. Alright, we got 2 energy. That's perfect. I need this next Metang to just hit a minimum 1 energy. The more the merrier, though. And let's see if we'll get a little bit lucky. Boom! Yo, 3 energy? That's better. That's what we like to see with Metangs. So, we'll start spreading our energy pretty nicely. And we'll swing for 150, taking a big KO on Minccino. And our opponent still has yet to get an Archeops in play, a Lugia V down. So we're in a pretty good spot going forward. We're going to go even on prizes here. I like taking another energy. That's pretty big, actually. I don't... Do I want to use this Rod? If they take a KO here, I'll use the Rod and get some Metangs back. Or Metang, some Heatrans back. If our opponent whiffs the KO, I'm just going to Super Rod 3 energy back, I think. And we'll try to run this game through with some double Heatran and Basculegion. And that's a big research. There's their Archeops, yep. And there's Lugia V, so, top deck boss would go nutty right now. I don't know how likely it is, but it'd be pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, we can hope. We got 2 boss and 2 gear. I mean, there's a chance. There's a chance. I might actually even chase it with concealed cards, just to see what happens. And they heal from the burn. Don't know if it'll matter. We needed 3 energy in general to KO this Chinchino, so that's cool. And we get concealed, or Pokégear. I'm going to concealed cards and gear. I want to be greedy. I want to get boss's orders so bad. So I'm going to rip it and see what happens. We get 2 energy. No, that would have been big for a Metang. That's alright, though. We'll evolve this guy here, and now we'll rip the gear before Metangs. And we get Adaman, which doesn't totally help us because, yeah, you know, we don't really want to discard the energy in our hand. So I could play Lana's Aid right now and take back our Basculin, Heatran, and Energy. And Rod. Actually, you know what? I like that play a whole lot. So let's do that. Let's take back all these guys. It's some good attackers. Now we've got 3 energy in our hand, so we could use Adaman next turn. Let's play the Super Rod, get back 3 more energy, hopefully making these Metangs that much stronger. And we still have our manual attachment, so we just need 1 energy off the next Metang. Again, the more the merrier. I'll take as many as I can get and just set up both my Heatrans in play, and that's perfect. Alright, cool. So now both Heatrans are going to be ready to rumble. I'll put this energy on the benched one, and I'll swing for the KO. So now we're up against Lugia, which is big. Even if they get an Archeops in turn right now, I'm not super scared because I'm feeling pretty good about the likelihood of us KOing a Lugia V-Star next turn. And it seems like that's what they're going to be going for. So, not bad for us at all. Another Lugia V goes down. Do you have the V-Star? Hopefully this is Tails. That would be big for us. Yo, I'm just saying, if they whiffed a V-Star here too, yo, we're running away with another Luminia. No shot. No shot you're 1 Archeopsing this. There's, oh, okay, for Ultra Ball. Nah, they had it like that. They had it like that. Getting rid of Iron Hands, that's big. Because they totally could have gone for an MP very much play. I didn't even think about that. I would have been devastated. Because normally we live those. We got 140, but this one actually took a bit of damage. So our opponent losing Amp is absolutely insane for us. So I'm loving this deck, man. This deck is just, it's all fun and games. It's just heavy gambling. You know, you just gotta run the wheel, see if your Metal Makers hit, and when you're playing 21 energy, there's a good shot of it. There's a good shot of it. So, you know, we'll watch them get a whole bunch of energy into play. We're gonna KO this guy, give our opponent a massive hand. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just here to swing and KO whatever you put in the active. So that is A-okay. How many energy we got in here? Just 5. So actually, you know what? We might be able to just load up energy on a Heatran right now, put it all in discard, and then go for an insane upstream spirits next turn, which I like a whole lot. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. And if our opponent flips Tails here, okay, we need 1 less energy now, because they're at 260 at the moment, but they're going to take 20 from burn, so they'll be at 240. So we need 5 energy on Heatran. We've already got 1 down, 3 down, and 1 enhanced. We just need 1, really. And I think here, I'm going to play another Heatran. I liked it. I like it the most. Do I want to add him in, actually? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. And what do I want to take? Boss's orders for sure, so I got game in hand next turn. And what can thin the most cards? Probably Irida, because I could take Manaphy and an item. And then boss would still be in the deck. Oh, actually, Rod goes kind of crazy, too, if I need to use Heatran. We got 9 energy left. I like taking Rod for right now, question mark. Actually, I'm going to hit 1 Metang. If I whiff an energy off this Metang, I'll play Rod. If I don't, we're chilling. We get 2 energy. Oh my gosh. Yo. Alright, how many energy are we going to have in discard for next turn? 7 plus 5 is 12, so we'd be swinging 240 damage. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I'm going to put the 1 energy here. And we should be swinging for KO. I know we're technically... Oh, no. I got to use Metang. Maybe I'll put 1 more energy in this card if this Metang hits. 3... Oh my... Yeah, this deck is no joke. This deck is no joke at all. So I'm going to put 6 there, and I'm going to fully set up this guy. So now this Basculin next turn should be We're swinging 300. That's crazy. Should be KOing Blood Moon Ursa Luna as well, I believe. But my math might be a little off. I'm going to double check. What, we got 13? Yeah, 13 times 2 is 260. We're KOing Blood Moon Ursa Luna. So we got game in hand with Boss's Orders and Basculegion for Upstream Spirits. And we could also Rod 3 Energy back. We should still have, what, 6 in the deck? You know, so we might even be able to take a massive Heatran KO here either, actually. Or as well, not either. So, you know, we'll be doing all right. I absolutely love the position we're sitting in right now. That's kind of what happened. I think this deck thrives against two-prize decks. It'll fold against stuff like Ancient Box. I mean, last game hurt for sure. But that's kind of just how it goes with this deck. I kind of want to just go for a max KO, like as big as possible with Heatran, but nah, because we got game in hand no matter what. We're not gonna be rude. We're just gonna promote the Basculegion. Oh, we need 240. I forgot about the burn. We don't even need 13 energy in discard. That's crazy. So, you know, we're gonna use Basculegion for a big clean up KO. 260 on the dot. Look at that math. Look at that math working out nicely. Basculegion swinging big damage, and we had 13 energy back in the deck next turn for Heatrans, which is that's why this deck is just so crazy. The combo between these two Pokemon is so much fun. So that's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a relatively quick video. I feel like those 3 games flew by for me, but I mean they were a ton of fun to play, and that's just the vibe with this deck. It's just all gas, no breaks. Big damage with Heatran, big damage with Basculegion. We didn't get to show off Zamazenta, but it's a nice little attacker to have in the deck just in case. That's going to be it for this video. For real, thank you guys so much for the support lately. I've got a Discord, you know, a public community Discord down below where I've just been building a really nice community. I hope you guys can be a part of it. If you want to join it, links down below. If it should be the right link now. I know there was an issue with it a little bit ago, but I think I fixed it. And my Twitter pages down below as well. So if you want to tune into either of those, I'll be posting updates on both and just trying to connect with people a bit more through those things as well. If you guys want me to play any decks, leave them down in the comments. Any of the other places I mentioned, I love to play what you guys want to see. So if there's anything you have a list of or want me to play, please let me know. I want to run it. The more rogue it is, the crazier it is, the more I'm feeling it as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have the best day. Stay epic. Peace.